everyone, this is Misty over at the Daily Scrapper, www.abusyplace.com, blogspot.com, and I'm working on a project for the Sweet Sassy Diva design team, and our challenge was to use a sketch. And so this is the base that I came up with. I used some ribbon on the backing and did a lot of inking. And I came up with this because I need to make a birthday card for my oldest son. He's going to be 12 at the end of the month, and so I wanted it to be kind of masculine. And then I couldn't find the colors, and then the other night my son went to soccer practice and came home with his jersey for his indoor team. It is Argentina, but look how pretty that blue and light blue and dark blue and the yellow and this nice white stripe. Oh, I love those colors together. So, ta-da, color scheme. So here's what I'm gonna do. For his birthday, we've decided we're going to get him a game and an electric guitar because he has a acoustic guitar and takes lessons and likes to play. So he's going to be very excited to getting a new guitar for his birthday and the video game that'll go with it. So what I'm going to do, there we go. I'm going to use my stylus, and when I chose my color, this is the color that I'm using, but I played around with the different colors here. I even played with like adding it a little more orangey. So it's got kind of an orange tone to it to match the Argentina color. And there it is, kind of like a mustardy yellow. And I'm making it 2.5 inches. I think 2.5 inches will well fit in my space. It's going to go right there on the small part. And I'm going to press play and press play again. It's going to take me to my mat. It shows me where it's at. Now my mat is smaller, so it's a 9x9 space, and you don't have to do this, but I like to do this just in case for any reason I go back to use it again. I don't forget. I'm changing the mat size to a 9x9, and then I'm going to say next. And I've been low on ink since November, but I have not changed the ink and it's still printing just fine. So I would say I wouldn't change it until a print comes out bad. And I know that ruins a sheet of paper, but it's better than throwing away a bunch of perfectly usable ink. So now it's going to do the printing part of it. And again, this time I'm still not using an Imagine. You can see my flip in the reflection. I'm still not using an Imagine cartridge. I'm just using the quarter note cartridge on that side. Now if I just wanted white, I could have just cut out a white thing, or I could have done it in a regular pattern color. I like being able to just use my Imagine for everything that I need. Alright, now it's done with the printing, and it should move over to cutting. And there comes my blade and the mat. Now I have my thickness set really wide for this cut because my calibration is off, and I need to go in and calibrate, but I need to get some cheap paper up. And look at this, my mat is not sticky enough, so we're gonna have to relay this down. So it's a good thing I changed my paper size because it didn't work. See, that's a terrible cut. That's a terrible cut. Alright, I'm gonna put my paper on a new mat, and then I'll be back and we'll cut it again. Alright guys, okay, so I had to get a new mat, and I got a new mat, and I ran it through one time and my flip kind of wigged out, but it printed it and then it didn't cut it properly because it didn't pull it back through. So what I have right now is a printed music note, but not a cut music note. So we're gonna go in here and choose settings, and I'm gonna say just cut only, and see if I can get it to cut it where it's already printed it. Okay, and it doesn't even matter, I don't have any ink. I don't need ink this time. So I'm gonna send it through and see if it'll just go in and cut out that part. So it's sending it. Here's where it messed up. It came through, but oh, it's coming through this time. For some reason it didn't pull the mat through last time, and then the machine freaked out and stopped working, which I think is one of those do a little dance and hope it works right things. Oh yeah, now it's cutting, but it is way off. So we're gonna have to reprint this and cut it again because the cut is nowhere near where it had already printed it, so it doesn't have any idea where it had already printed. see that the lines are like way off. Alright, so we're gonna just slide this back up here, go back into settings, and you can tell we're having some problems today here getting this to work right. So I'm gonna say apply. Now I want to say load last because I don't want it to print and cut on top of where I did it, because I've already made that mistake with this exact project. This is turning out to take a while just to cut a little yellow music note. We're going to pop it back through, putting a pressure on the mat. Look, this brand new mat is already coming up again. We'll see how this goes. If this doesn't work, we're going to resort to normal paper, and we're going to go to the expression and cut from that one. So it's printing again. Let's see if it'll pull it through and not get messed up. Really, see, you can really see where that paper is popping off of the mat. I'm not sure why we went to this new adhesive because it does not work. So if anyone from Provocraft is watching, I've had a lot of mats like this. There's been a lot of reviews online and stuff about the adhesive on these. Okay, so it did pull it through, which is good. Let's hope my calibration is at least close enough to use this on this card and get this birth card all finished up. Now it's going to cut. And it's way off. My calibration is like way off, but it might work. Hopefully I'll have a usable music note. If not, I'm going to have to calibrate, and that's a pain in the butt just for a music note. Yeah, you know what? I think I have a usable music note. This is me being tolerant too, because there's a little bit of white, but it's so small that I don't think my son is going to notice. What I do notice though is for some reason this time it doesn't cut all the way through the paper, which is not normal. I think we need to calibrate the machine and give it a little bit of TLC. But there's my music note that I'm going to put on my card. And I will put a finished picture of the card online because I'm going to put a nice little sentiment. Have a good day.